This is the AEW Rampage August 30th, 2024 full show results video which takes place at State Farm Center in Champaign, Illinois. The show started with a three-way tag team match between Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal versus Private Party versus Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Lethal is isolated by the Kingdom for a while but eventually fights out of it and makes the hot tag to babyface Jarrett. Jeff goes wild on everybody in the ring and does his strut and party hits the silly string on the Kingdom. The follow-up 450 splashes would have been enough to win if the other guys in the ring hadn't pushed each other onto them to break up the pin. In the end, Taven pokes Jeff in the eye and mocks his strut and Jeff makes a comeback. Lethal and Jarrett lock the Kingdom in stereo figure 4 leg locks and they tap out in unison to end the match. The next match happened between Mina Shirakawa versus Missa Kate. Mina hits a frog splash for a 2 count early on and Missa comes back with a thrust kick for a 2 count of her own. In the end, Mina hits Missa with a barrage of strikes and puts her away with her finishing move for a quick win. Stokely and Statlander cut a promo backstage on Willow Nightingale and they call in a Willow fan from the production staff to join them, and Stat proceeds to deck him. Statlander has a chain wrapped around her hand and says the death of her friendship with Willow goes down at All Out. The next match happened between grizzled young veterans versus the Outrunners. GYV calls the Outrunners a joke while putting the boots on them and the Outrunners take advantage and hit a tandem elbow drop for 1 count. GYV controls the ring, knocking an Outrunner off the ring apron before double-teaming the other. The Outrunners show fire in the second half of the fight but ultimately fall victim to the Doomsday device. In the end, GYV hits a high-low combo and scores the pinfall win. GYV shouted into the camera that they came here for FTR, the Acclaimed, the Young Bucks, and the AEW World Tag Team titles. The next match happened between Nyla Rose versus Amina Belmont, and the result of this match was Nyla Rose defeated Amina Belmont by pinfall. In the main event of the show, we saw a 4-way match between Konosuke Takeshita versus the Beast Mordos versus Lio Rush versus Commander. Takeshita and Mordos try to show each other up while punishing the little guys in the early going and they start clobbering each other on the outside of the ring, exposing themselves to dives from Lio and Commander. Lio runs into a boot from Konosuke and Commander walks across the rope and does a spinning dive backward onto his opponents on the floor and Mordos wallops Commander with a lung blower later in the match. Commander, Mordos, and Takeshita combine for a German suplex or Spanish fly from the buckle and Lio Rush dives onto the pile afterward. Commander tries to finish off Mordos with a swan diving poison rana and Mordos somehow gets back in it and hits Commander with a backbreaker. Takeshita runs in with a knee strike on Mordos and hits the Blue Thunder Bomb on Commander. In the end, Takeshita finishes Commander off with a deadlift Falcon Arrow for the pinfall win and the show goes off the air and thanks for watching the video.